A warm greeting to you all. I'm Mrs. Marian, working as a tutor in Department of Fundamental of Nursing from Sri Balaji College of Nursing. Today, we are going to discuss about protein from proteins from biochemistry. Let's see in detail about proteins. Introduction to proteins. Proteins came from a Greek word prota, meaning of the primary importance. These molecules were first described and named by the Swedish chemist Johannes Jacob Berzelius in 1838. The first protein to be sequenced was insulin by Frederick Zanker. The first protein structure to be solved included hemoglobin and myoglobin by Max Perutz and Sir John Cowdery Kendrew, respectively. Protein, the definition of protein. Protein may be defined as the higher molecular mixed polymers of alpha amino acids joined together with peptide linkage. So the nature of protein, it's a macronutrient. Aside from water, proteins are the most abundant kind of molecules in the body. Proteins constitute the chief solid matter of muscles, organs, and endocrine glands. It constitutes about 20% of the body weight in an adult. Proteins differ from carbohydrates and fats in that they contain nitrogen, this usually amounting to about 16 percentage. 1 gram of protein provides 6.25 gram of nitrogen. So the building blocks of protein: amino acids, molecules containing amine group, carboxylic and a side chain which gives in variability. There are two different amino acids originally required for synthesis of tissue proteins. Its key elements are C, H, O, and N. Can be linked together in varying sequences to form a vast variety of proteins. Absence of any of these amino acids could prevent body protein formation. Three categories of AA are present in our body. The building blocks of protein, amino acids. First is the essential amino acids. Next is the conditionally essential amino acids. First we'll see leucine, isoleucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, valine, tryptophan, histidine, arginine, cysteine, tyrosine, glycine, glutamine, proline. Next is alanine, asparagine, aspartic acid, serine, and glutamic acid. So the classification of proteins, it is based on physical properties and chemical compounds. First one is, it is divided into simple, conjugated, and derived. First one is simple proteins. In description, the simplest, it is the simplest. It is made up of amino acids only, joined by peptide bond upon hydrolysis that yield mixture of amino acids and nothing else. Examples are albumins, globulins, glutulins, and albuminoids. Next is conjugated proteins. So the description about conjugated protein is it is composed of simple proteins combined with a non-protein substance. The non-protein substance is called prosthetic group or cofactor. Is nuclear. The examples are nucleoproteins, glycoproteins, phosphoproteins, hemoglobins, derived proteins, not naturally occurring proteins obtained from simple proteins by the action of enzymes and chemical agents, results from hydrolysis of proteins. Examples are peptones, peptides, and proteoses. Classification of proteins based on the conformation and solubility: fibrous protein, tough and insoluble in ordinary solvents. Collagen of tendon and bone matrix. Alpha keratin of hair, skin, and nails. The elastin. Globular protein. It is soluble in body fluids, hemoglobin, insulin, albumin, enzymes, and others. Based on nutritional properties, biologically complete proteins which contain enough of the indispensable amino acids to maintain body tissue and to promote a normal rate of growth include proteins found in eggs, milk, cheese, meat, poultry, and fish. Biologically incomplete proteins incapable of replacing or building new tissue and hence cannot support life, let alone promote growth. Example, proteins found in grains, nuts, fruits, vegetables. The functions of proteins. Proteins are important for body building, growth, maintenance of the body tissues. Proteins are required for the synthesis of plasma, proteins, hemoglobins, enzymes, and hormones. Proteins like collagen, actin, and myosin form the structural tissues, skin, and muscles. Maintenance of osmotic pressure. Albumin, a protein, acts as a buffer in the maintenance of blood pH 7. Protein can also supply energy 4 kilocalories per 1 gram when the calorie intake is inadequate, but this is not their primary function. Proteins are also the important source of NS and phosphorus for the body. The proteins immunoglobulin act as a primary defender bacterial and viral infections. The contractile proteins actin and myosin and inactivate of muscle fibers and microvilli. The enzymes are protein in nature and have high catalytic activity to speed up the chemical reaction in the body. The hormones, which are protein in nature, have great effect on metabolism and reproduction. Some proteins bind specific substances to be present as storage. Example, ferritin. Some proteins helps in the transportation. Example, hemoglobin, transferrin, etc. The neurotransmitters are derived from amino acids. Example, GABA from glutamate, serotonin from tryptophan. Protein requirements depends upon age, gender, growth, physiological variables, illness, worm infestations, emotional disturbances, and stress situations. The primary factor that influences protein requirement is energy intake. It is customary to express the protein requirements through weight. The ICMR in 2010 recommended 1.0 protein per kg body weight for an Indian adult. Assuming a NPU of 65 for the dietary proteins, animal foods should supply 1 by 3 to 1 by 2 of total protein intake in adults and 2 by 3 in children, pregnant, and lactating women. Protein needs can also be higher for active people. Protein supplements are not needed to meet protein needs. Recommendations from protein intake are based on the nitrogen balance. Protein contains nitrogen and breaks down in the body. Nitrogen is excreted. Consequently, nitrogen must be continually replaced through the diet as protein so that the body can continue to make proteins. For most adults, an even nitrogen balance is ideal, meaning that the amount of nitrogen provided in the diet is equivalent to the amount of nitrogen excreted. In contrast, children require a positive nitrogen balance to support the growth and development. Pregnant and lactating women also require a positive nitrogen balance. So the requirements, recommended dietary allowance for proteins for Indians. It is divided into groups, category, ages, and the protein requirement. First in groups, we'll see about infants. The category is 0 to 6 months of age and the protein requirement is 1.16 gram per kg per day. And for preschool child, 1 to 5 years, 0.94 gram per kg per day. For school children, 6 to 10 years, 0.91 gram per kg per day. For adolescents, 11 to 18 years, boys, 0.88 gram per kg per day. And for girls, 11 to 18 years, 0.86 gram per kg per day. Adult, for a man, if he is a sedentary, moderate, and heavy worker, 1 gram per kg per day. For adult woman, sedentary, moderate, and heavy worker, 1 gram per kg per day. For pregnant woman, lactating mother, for first 6 months, for pregnant woman, it is 78 gram per day. For lactating mother, for first 6 months, it is 74 gram per day. And for the next 6 months, it is 68 gram per day. So, what are the sources of protein? Humans obtain proteins from two main dietary sources, that is, animal sources and vegetable sources. First, we'll see about animal sources. Proteins of animals origin are found in milk, meat, fish, eggs, and cheese. Eggs proteins are considered to be the best among the food proteins known as the, which is known as the reference proteins. And vegetable sources. Vegetable proteins are found in pulses, legumes, cereals, beans, nuts, oil, seeds, cakes, etc. Sources of protein found. Protein foods of animal origin such as egg, meat, egg, milk, poultry, and meat. So, plant protein foods like cereals, pulses, vegetables, and fruits. Now, the protein content of some foods. We see first in animal foods, what are the protein contents? In animal foods, the examples are milk is 3.2 to 4.3 gram per 100 gram of food, and meat is 18 to 26 gram per 100 gram of food. Egg, and egg is 13, that is per 100 gram of food. Fish is 15 to 23 per 100 gram of food. Next is the plant food, cereals, 6 to 13 gram 100 gram of food. Pulses, 21 to 28 100 gram of food. Vegetables, 1 to 400 gram of food. Fruits, 1 to 300 gram of foods. Nuts, 4.5 to 2900 grams of food. Soya bean, 43.2 to 100 grams of food. Others, fats and sugars are nil. So the sources of protein, when two or more vegetarian food eating together, protein supplements one another as supplementary action of proteins, that is grains low in lysine and threonine and tryptophan. Legumes, that is low in methionine and tryptophan. Veggies low in methionine, isoleucine. Nuts and seeds low in lysine, isoleucine. Food combinations that provide complete proteins. Grains plus legumes. Example, rice, dal, chapati, dal, idli, sambar, rajma, rice. Peanut butter sandwich, rice and beans, lentil soup with rye bread. So, eat nutritionally balanced diet to get adequate protein. Meat and fish are a good source. Vegetarians must eat proper combination of plant proteins from both cereals and pulses groups. Include soya bean in your diet. 2 to 3 servings of protein-rich food must be ensured every day. One serving may be equivalent to 1 to 2 cups of cooked meat, poultry, fish, half cup of cooked dry beans, lentils. Legumes, 1 egg and full of fried, roasted, salted groundnuts, and full of roasted Bengal grams. Protein metabolism. Fat of protein in the body result in catabolism in the liver, breakdown and urea formation. Formation of tissue protein. Formation of other nitrogenous substances. Amino acids provide the nitrogen for the synthesis of many nitrogenous compounds of the body, including bile acids, creatinine, purine, pyrimidines, epinephrine, thyroxine, amino sugars, enzymes, and the base of the phospholipids. In normal health, the nitrogen ingested equals to that excreted in urine, feces, and sweats. So the method of evaluating the protein quality, that is, it is done by protein efficiency ratio. It is the simplest method It measures the weight gain of a growing animal with reference to its protein intake. A high PER 2.5 assigned to proteins that are efficient at promoting growth. Example, animals protein. Major source of error in this method is the use of weight gain per sole criterion of protein value. It also does not include protein required for maintenance. From 1919 until very recently, the PER had been a widely used method for evaluating the quality of protein in food. PER is equal to gain in body mass by protein intake. Net protein ratio. This method was developed to overcome the drawbacks of PER method. In this method, another group of animals besides test animals included to whom protein-free diet is given and the amount of protein requirements required for maintenance was calculated. It is calculated as different in final body weight between the test group fed the protein in diet and a group receiving a protein-free diet divided by the amount of protein taken by the test group. So the method of evaluating protein is digestibility coefficient. It is the proportion of the food protein which is observed. It is computed from the measurement of the nitrogen content of the food ingested and the nitrogen excreted in feces, taking into account the extent to which the fecal nitrogen is endogenous, which in turn is measured as fecal nitrogen lost on a protein-free diet. So the true protein digestible is I is the nitrogen intake, F is the fecal nitrogen lost on a test diet, Fe is the fecal nitrogen lost on a protein-free diet. Biological value. It is the percentage of the absorbed nitrogen that is retained through growth and maintenance. It is expressed as nitrogen retained divided by nitrogen absorbed, where nitrogen I is the nitrogen intake, F is the fecal nitrogen lost on a test diet, Fe is the fecal nitrogen lost on a protein-free diet, U is the urinary nitrogen on test diet, UE is the urinary nitrogen on a protein-free diet. Amino acid score. It is a measure of the concentration of each essential and test protein expressed as a percentage of that amino acid in the reference protein such as egg or milk or a provisional amino acid pattern. The AAAs do not take the digestibility of the protein and absorption of amino acid into account, and thus the actual utilization from a given food might differ. The score is calculated from the following equation. Amino acid score is equal to mg of amino acid in 1 gram of test protein by mg of amino acid in 1 gram of reference protein into 100. So the net protein utilization, it is the proportion of food nitrogen that is retained in the body under standard conditions. It is the product of digestibility coefficient and biological value divided by 100. The NPU gives a more complete expression of protein quality than the AAS. When food proteins are completely digested, then the NPU and BV would be the same. It relates protein quality to energy intake. Dietary protein is expressed as percentage of total calories rather than as that of total weight and is calculated as NDP calories is the percentage is equal to protein calories by total calorie intake. 100, that is NPU, net dietary protein percentage. A diet providing less than 5% or 8% of the calories from proteins does not meet the protein requirement of an adult or child respectively. So the assessment of protein in nutrition status. A battery of tests have been suggested to state of protein nutrition. These includes arm muscle circumference. It should be more than 13.5 centimeters. So protein nutrition assessment is done by the urinary arm muscle circumference, then the urinary creatinine height index, that is 24 hours urine creatinine of a patient, that is 24 hours normal child of the same height. Level below 1 indicates severe malnutrition. Then the serum albumin levels, level below 2.5 gram per dl indicates severe malnutrition. Serum transferrin levels, level below 0.45 milligram per ml indicates severe malnutrition. The total body in nitrogen, the ratio of non-essential and essential AA increases. Disorders related with protein. Disorders due to deficiency of protein. Protein energy malnutrition, especially it is common in children in underdeveloped nations. Major health and nutritional problems of a country. It is manifested primarily by inadequate dietary intake of protein and energy. Insufficiency of foods, they also called food gap. The so-called food gap appears to be the chief cause. It is estimated to be an underlying cause in 30% of deaths among children under age 5. It also affects people who have suffered severe physical trauma that increases the protein needs. For example, extensive skin burns. Disorders related to proteins. There are two types of protein energy malnutrition. Marasmus, a state of semi-starvation that can occur in people of all ages who have limited access to food, but is most common in non-breastfeed children given diluted infant formula. So there is a weight loss, severe muscle wasting, severe loss of visible fat, weakness, fatigue, and frequent infections are the symptoms. Vashiokar, a Ghanaian word for the evil spirit that infects the child. It was first described in 1933 and typically occurs in children younger than 4 years old. Fed diets high in carbohydrates, little or no protein. Muscle wasting is present, edema, fluid retention, that is low weight for height, diffuse pigmentation, spare hair, and an enlarged fatty liver with the preservation of visible fat stores as its symptoms. Disorders. Some other effects of proteins deficiencies are edema, weak immune system, weight loss, thinning or brittle hair and hair loss, ridges or deep lines in fingers and toenails, skin becomes very light, burns easily in the sun. Reduced pigmentation in the hair, scalp, skin rashes, dryness, flakiness, general weakness and lethargy, muscle soreness, weakness and cramps, slowness in healing wounds, cuts, scrapes and bruises, bed sores and other skin ulcers. So the management of protein energy malnutrition is, there is no simple solution to the problem of protein energy malnutrition. The following method is adopted from the 8th Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations and WHO Expert Committee on Nutrition for the Prevention of Protein Energy Malnutrition in the Community. The health promotion measures directed to pregnant and lactating mothers, women are taken, promotion of breastfeeding, development of low-cost weaning food, nutrition education, family planning, and spacing of birth. So specific protection is, the child must contain protein and energy-rich food. Eggs, fresh foods should be given if possible. Immunization, food fortification, early diagnosis and treatment, periodic surveillance of infections and diarrhea, deworming of heavily infested children, development of supplementary programs during epidemics, family planning and spacing of birth, rehabilitation, nutritional rehabilitation services, hospitalization, and follow-up. When there is an excessive intake of protein, the effect of excessive dietary intake of proteins have not been studied extensively, and the findings are uncertain or equivocal. It increases the obligatory fluid loss, which may lead to dehydration. High protein intake, especially casein in infants, can result in acidosis and aminoacidemia. In adults, it is associated with heart disease, obesity, and colon cancer. Bone demineralization, which will lead to osteoporosis and kidney stone formation. So, conclusion. Proteins are extraordinary complex molecules. Other molecules encountered in living organisms, proteins have the most diverse functions. So a basic understanding of the structure of protein is necessary to comprehend its role in organisms. Further, researchers will provide more insight into the structure of several other proteins in the coming year. Thank you.